So I was asking, can you separate the action of Mr. Ajaero as a Nigerian citizen from his action or from the office that he actually occupies as president of the Nigeria Labour Congress?
Well, it depends on the content of the letter of invitation from the Nigerian police. Were they inviting him for an action that he took in his personal capacity, or the actions he took in his capacity as the president of the Nigerian Labour Congress? I listened to the first public relations officer when he was being interviewed by Seun Okinbaloye on channels, that they raided the NLC building because they have an intelligence report of a suspect that has been on the watch list of the Nigerian police for so long, and that in the process of raiding the NLC premises where the suspect occupies as a tenant, they saw correspondence between the Labour Congress and the suspect. The information they did not avail the public is the content of the correspondence. Was the correspondence in relation to landlord-tenant relationship, or was the correspondence in furtherance of the commission of a crime for which you could hold the Labour Congress for the offense of conspiracy? Those facts were not available to the public. So, but the police has a right to invite anybody for questioning, for investigation. It's a power that the law, the Nigerian Police Act, has given to them. They can invite anybody for questioning, investigation. And as a citizen, you also have the right to go with your lawyers, because that is the provision of the law presently. You are entitled to be represented by legal, and you tell your own side of the story. But those allegations are weighty, they are serious. Treasonable felony, terrorism, they are serious offenses that no citizen that is alleged to have committed those offenses will take lightly.
All right, let's hear from Mr. Toro again. The relationship between, what is the relationship between the police raid on the premises of the NLC and this invitation now that's been extended to Mr. Ajaero and which he has honored? Are you privy to there being any connection between these two incidents?
Yeah, there is, because you can't sever the two. You can't sever it in the sense that the suspect is the tenant in Labour House. Labour House is owned by the Nigerian Labour Congress. So from that standpoint, you'll agree with me that there is some sort of connection. However, the police also made it clear to us during the interaction, because I was there, I was on ground with Ajaero, that when they came to the NLC, they did not break into the NLC's office, which is domiciled on the 10th and the 1st floor, and that their target basically was the 2nd floor. They also avail us with the fact that they obtained all of the necessary documents from the authorities before they embarked on that operation, and that their target was not the NLC. They made it emphatically clear. That was the bookshop, even bookshop. And of course, it was arising from that raid that they got the documents they wanted, even though the suspect was not there. So, head or tail, you cannot sever the event, the two instances from the other.
All right, Mr. Toro. We need to take a break now. When we come back, we'll continue to explore different angles to this developing story. Please stay with us. Thank you for staying with us on the program Beyond 100 Days. Let me come to you, Mr. Abbas Ahmed. Let's talk about the connection now between, what has happened with this development now with Mr. Ajaero. We have heard Mr. Toro talk about the fact that, there seems to be connection between these two incidents, the raid on the premises and eventually the invitation that has been extended to Mr. Ajaero. And now, what could be the connection from the legal perspective, really?
Well, you see, like I said, the police has the power to investigate the commission of crime in Nigeria, and in the course of preventing the commission of a crime, they have the right to invite anyone. But you see, the police could have done better under the circumstances we have found ourselves. Now, you said the purpose of raiding the NLC building, you have no business with NLC, and that was why you never went to their office, didn't break into their office, and that you went straight to the second floor in pursuit of a suspect and information, and you were able to get the information. Now, you should help to douse the tension in the society, because the dramas could have been avoided if you come out plainly to say, well, we have nothing against the NLC. If you have anything also against the NLC, based on the information, the documents probably you were able to cut away, you should also be able to tell the society that the basis for your invitation is that you got a document linking this suspect with the NLC president, probably in a form of conspiracy to commit an offense, and that is the basis you are invited there. Because now, the general perception is that probably you are witch hunting the man because of their activity, the protests and all the rest of them. Those are, so when somebody said that they are trying to, is it oppress the president, or what language did he use? That no, it is the handlers of this issue that are even creating problem for the president. The government.
In what way?
The government already has problems on their hand because of the economy, the challenges, the unemployment, the difficulty, the hardship. They shouldn't be creating issues that will cast the government in a bad light.
Let's bring back to you, Mr. Ahmed. Do you share the opinion of those who think that a legal representation was actually not necessary at this stage?
No, he has a right. He has a right under the law. In fact, every Nigerian is entitled. Each time the Nigerian police invite you, you should go with your lawyer, because that's what the law says. That you are. In fact, the police is even enjoined under the Police Act of 2020, the new police, to inform you that you have a right to be silent and refuse to answer any question until you have access to your legal representative. Because most times, I'm not just talking of, the NLC president is not someone that any police officer can cajole or compel to write incriminating statement. But I can tell you categorically, and I'm saying it on air, go to the average police station, the divisional. I'm sorry, there are some police officers who do not have any business being in the police force at all. They will help and compel suspects to incriminate themselves in statements writing in the police station. I'm clear-cut witness. I'm saying this as a stakeholder in the enterprise called Nigeria. I have tremendous respect for many senior police officers and professional police officers, but we have some police officers who have no business being in the Nigerian police force, who will arrest suspects and compel them under duress.
So you feel that a legal representation
absolutely,
is necessary,
very necessary. Right. Absolutely.
If Mr. Toro is back